they don't really need each other, but they need each other. And I thought that was so well said by Coach. He's so sweet. But yeah, anyone that's had a chance to be around them or even watch them on that podcast, they are just so perfect for each other. I'm so glad that this is happening and that they found each other, and cutie cutes. Can't wait to give them a big hug, both of them. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews. We have full shows, we've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go. And now you can calm down with us. Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. Squeaky chair. Squeaky chair.
Squeaky chair. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Hey, you guys that are listening to the podcast can't see, but I pulled out the old...
That's vintage. That's vintage wear.
It is. When at the ranch, you still get ranch gear. My gal has thought of everyone and every demographic.
Outfit of the day. This is a little comfy, cozy set. Little NFL comes in team colors, team names.
That is so cute.
Do you want this one?
I want to purchase this one. You're very sweet and gift. I'd like to support Wear by Erin Andrews. That is such a cute set. Anyone that can't see because you're just listening, it is a black sweatshirt, NFL on the front, and cute black shorts. I'm wearing a plaid ranch inspired. Look at me.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh my God, we didn't even know we'd both be wearing wear. We're adorable. All right, shall we do a little pregame action, my love?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'll start. Herrera. What's your must-pack items for away games? Also, my nerves, hey, Ryan, I want to add this to the big show. Skin update for now versus next week. This is going to be incredible. Okay, what are your must-pack items for away games? My chest is tightening as we speak. It is a week before we head out. I am just like, okay. I have to have my pillow, my roll-up pillow. It's got a little divot for my neck. It supports my neck so I can have proper sleep. I need my eye mask, my face mask. Why are you asking me? I'll give you everything. I need my workout clothes. I need my outfits. I need to make sure that I pack my rain gear to have it on the truck. One of my hats faded a little bit. It bled into my coat. So I've got that whole thing. You don't want to hear. Charissa, what are your go-to?
I don't even know where I am week one. So
oh my God, I got to find my IFB.
You hold on to that?
Yeah, I shouldn't. I just throw it in my bag. I'm not part of a studio. That's where you guys get real coddled. Nobody holds on to our IFBs.
I'm on the road for Thursday Night Football. We're not in a studio. And my sweet audio guy during that preseason game, he went to hand it to me and I go, oh no, you know I'm not going to place me. There is no way that I should be responsible for this. You guys, I am very responsible in a lot of ways. I said to Steve the other day, I was like, not to brag, I am a homeowner, okay? And we have a lot of responsibilities as
owner.
You also are a home owner. And you've got insurance and you've got this and you've got that. And there's like a lot of different things. I'm great about those things. I am terrible about things like my IFB, packing the right shit in the bag. I can't do it. I cannot do it, which will lead to a bigger story on the big show about why I am not Mac's emergency contact person. Okay, there's a time and a place for me to be included for serious things and things of emergencies, but not big stuff. Okay.
Hey, I got a real-time update and we are recording this and obviously this won't come out until next week. 2 mornings in a row, Mac has peed on the toilet. So big text I just got. Garrett just said 2 in a row on the toilet. So proud. You got to throw a big party. It's like, what? You did it. You did. My man.
That's so cute.
And then we give him a little present, which is like a little truck. And it's like, you did this, Mac.
You did this. You get a truck. And you get a truck. That's big. He's so young to already, I think that's young to already be potty trained. No?
Okay, he's not potty trained. We're just trying to get in the habit of we've got the little Elmo toilet seat and then we're sitting there. And then you know what? I'm the stupid mom. Like I can know to pack my pillow, da on the road. I can tell you what freaking airport restaurant to get to. I can tell you where the lounges are, but I had no idea on these little child seats that you put on your toilet, there's a little pee guard. So he sits down and there's a guard so he doesn't like spray you. That's hysterical. These people think of everything.
We should have that on big toilets. So
Yeah.
boys don't have that happen.
Oh man.
I have a question for all the men. So, you know, when we go into public restrooms, we're squatting, we hate those automatic toilets because now we're squatting and they've sensed somebody there, but it's now flushing before we've even went. We've talked about it. When we're in the stall changing in between the game and then to get onto the flight, the shit's spraying everywhere.
Spraying.
Here's the question for you. Are you using, and if you're not, gross, are you using your foot to lift up the seat? Like you have to, right? Like any guy that leans down and touches the toilet seat to lift up, like, can Ryan and Kurt, who are men, and Kurt you're a gentleman, so you probably won't share it. Ryan, will you please
get on here? I
need to know. You have to use your foot. Toilet paper to lift. Toilet paper. Hi, Ryan. Welcome, Ryan, to the pregame, everybody.
Yeah. No, you just grab toilet paper and use that.
Why won't you use your foot?
I mean, I'm open to using my foot. I've just never thought of that. I just go, why don't I just grab a wad of toilet paper here and lift it up? And that way you're not touching it and you just throw it in the toilet.
I use my foot and then I do it on airplanes and it's so loud when it closes. I'm always thinking the flight attendant's like, are you okay? Did you fall?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I don't know. I guess I'll try the foot trick and report back. How about that?
Please do.
Guys, I even get so grossed out by touching the toilet paper because I think of what hand has touched the toilet paper and what the hand is doing. So then I don't want to touch that first square. I want to like 3 squares later. Like public restrooms are foul and we are myself, and Kevin are about to be back in the zone.
You know what, though? You know what else I think about, too? And Ryan, feel free to weigh in on this one. We all spend a lot of time in and out of hotels traveling. I think about the house cleaners, the maids not cleaning the handle on the toilet.
No, they're not touching that.
They're not cleaning that.
No.
So then
no one's touching the flusher.
So then I take the toilet paper and I flush the thing with the toilet paper in the hotel because I'm like, there's no way that's been cleaned.
No.
People always want to talk about that remote, like God knows what's happening with that remote.
The flush.
What you got to go straight to the flusher.
Yeah.
100%. Lysol the remote, Lysol the flusher.
You know what I hate too? The circle ones where it's got the bigger, we get it, and then the smaller. There's been so many things.
Oh God. Okay. And welcome. And we're back. What else
do you pack? What are you packing?
What do I pack?
Yeah.
I told you what my goal this year, all jokes aside, is to be more organized and not pack like 5 minutes before. To the must-haves are always like in my carry tote thing is the tech bag, make sure like chargers, like that kind of stuff, because I used to be like buying a charger in every goddamn airport because I forget one and whatever. So a little tech bag, I get organized with that. My headphones, I like that. And then also, I know we talked about it on here, but I bought one big pouch now for everything to go in, and then one little one just for game day to throw in with the lip glosses, things like that. And I may or may not have also bought you a big pouch. You heard me. So I look, stay tuned. Okay.
I need a new bag.
No, you don't. Stop it. No, that is a gorgeous bag. Okay. Stop it. I saw Cardi B the other day on the airplane. She was on my Delta flight. Cute. And I noticed her because she's great, but also she had your bag, but in pink. And I thought to myself, I've never seen a pink version of that Bottega weave.
Rich.
Steve, I'm recording the podcast. This guy's coming in. Do I come in the middle of his calls? He thinks you know why? Because he thinks he's on the podcast now because he's made a guest appearance a couple of times.
Oh, he's allowed in anytime. Ryan's allowed in. He's allowed in.
Okay. Anonymous, my son is almost 4 and I'm finally feeling like it's time for a sibling, but 5-year gap is huge.
Take it what you want. Come on. Just be grateful if you could have one, you know? It's all good. I mean, you and I were texting back and forth about the whole thing that happened in Minnesota. It's just like, man, you know what? Some things just 5-year age gap, losing your child. It's not worth it. Have another baby. If you can, enjoy that.
I can't. I text you. I said, I don't know how you have a child.
No.
Because the amount of anxiety and stress that you do, I can't even get into it. I feel for all of those families. And
that shot, have you seen that shot of the mom with her shoes in her hand and she's running towards the church?
No, but
it's awful.
Them walk out of the church and just, I can't. It's where, and that mayor did such a perfect job in that moment, just saying, like, we don't need your thoughts and prayers. They were praying. Like they were in that church. So I just can't even imagine what those are going through, and it shouldn't have to be like that. But Phoebe Mac 35, girl, read it.
What is your favorite thing about the start of football season? It's not the anxiety. Mine is the text chains. Like ours was on fire yesterday with the Micah Parsons trade. I love that part. I can't wait till our first dinner. Our first production meeting is always so long because everybody's ripping on each other in a loving way. And I love that so much. What about you?
Sherm, the text chain yesterday was fired up between Sherm and Fitz, and they all have things to say. Just getting back together, and also that every team has a chance. There's there's this optimism, right? Week 1, where it's like, maybe it's our year, maybe it actually can happen. So I like that as like a fan of all teams in the NFL, like maybe it is their year. I also love, I don't know, just those are our people. We talk about all the time. Family, our friends, and I think that it's just fun to get to do a job like this and to do it with people that you love. So all of the above.
Agreed. I like this question a lot, CT. This one.
DNet STV, good time to approach you guys for a pick, and bad times.
I love this.
That is a good one. I would just say right before going on air is not a good time to approach. Like if you're standing right there on the sidelines and about to do your hit, or if I'm on the desk and you can tell like kickoff is maybe, pregame is like 2 minutes away. But if it's a reasonable like time between we're going to be on TV, I don't care. You can always ask. In an airport, like if I'm running and I'm going to miss the flight, maybe not then, but I don't know. I mean, you choose common sense. Let's not act like I'm Taylor Swift and I'm being inundated with picture requests. If somebody wants a picture and it's a reasonable time and ask, and I'm not about to go on television, have at it. I'm happy to do it. Hell, I'll paint you a picture.
So many colors. I was going to ask you, what about if you're sitting at an airport bar?
I don't mind that. I don't get that as much as you do. So it doesn't bother me.
I forgot what I was going to say. Man, I need this NAD to start working. What was I going to say? Oh, my thing is be ready. Be ready. Like the old like, oh shoot, I had it on video. No, we got to go.
Got it.
We're moving.
Yeah. That's
that's like usually when we're on the sidelines. And again, people aren't asking me, they're asking Tom for photos. And I'm just like in the background, like, and then it's the, randoms that are like, Erin, I'm like, okay. And then you're trying to hit them all. Relax, Erin, it's 2. And then you're like, hit them all. Hey, let's have the camera on, because half the time I got to go and do some like check-in with you guys and I'm late. So let's have
right before that would be my thing. Just have like a little bit of common sense on if we're about to like do television, maybe not. You're up, sister.
Christy 07670. I'm curious about game week logistics. What does this mean?
Well, like what our schedule is, like when it's what you're doing, maybe as far as when you leave, I would assume, logistics include like travel kind of stuff. So let's assume she means that.
Okay.
So you leave on what day, or if you have a feature, like all that kind of stuff.
I don't know. Like next week, I don't know. We're kind of up in the air because we're waiting to see what's going to happen with who says yes, timing, does it work? Then am I going straight? Am I going to New York? Am I going to Washington? Like, so right now I have no idea when I'm leaving, which is hard, but also like cool that, Chris and I always talk about, with our schedules, it's not black and white. It's all over the map. Yeah. And so I may have some things scheduled for Wednesday that now have to be all gone because I may have to leave. But it's also like we have the coolest freaking job in the world, and we get to do it 6 months out of the year and be around the best, most talented, competitive, amazing athletes in the world. And it's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, just ask my dad. My dad wants me to get back to work.
Oh, yeah. Did your dad know that they weren't playing in May, so you couldn't go back to work? It was all right for you to play?
He's like, quite the summer. Are you ever going back to work? And I'm like, well, yeah, I'll go back to work when they kick off, Dad. I got you. Don't worry. My dad's always very concerned how I'm going to pay my bills. It's okay, Dad. I'm going back to work, and it's starting next week. We're fine. Logistics for me is pretty standard unless there's like the additional interview that changes. But yeah, I leave on Wednesday for my Thursday game, then fly back Friday unless I'm doing a feature for Fox. Then I'll go from the, location Friday to the interview and then fly back Saturday. Depends on if I can get out. If I can get out Friday, great. Saturday, after COVID, I used to go into the studio every Saturday for prep and stuff. Now we just, my producer and I and my researcher, we have a Zoom call after he's talked to the guys. And so I do all my prep on Saturday from home. And then Sunday in studio, starting at whatever time it is, 5 a.m. And then, that's kind of, it's pretty standard unless there's like the audible of like, go fly here and do this person because they can only do the interview on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. One of my favorite things, and then also with mine, we have calls Thursday, Friday. And so it's always like trying to figure out all of those.
So many calls. I don't remember having all these calls.
Yeah. Well, because back in the day, we were going to the practice field. Like on Fridays, we would go to the practice field, or Saturdays and like go to practice and sit with the guys. But after COVID, we all started doing these calls, which to be honest, a lot easier. I do miss some like sitting in with some of the guys like back in the day. That was a lot of fun. But one of my favorite things that has become routine with Charissa and I on Sundays, because she works so early in the morning, she is back home when I am running to my flight. Yes. So I will have usually just guzzled down my first glass of whatever on an empty stomach and dehydrated from the field. Great. And I'm with Kevin and my boys that come back to LA. So it's always either a FaceTime or a phone call. She's in jammies, wet hair, has Sunday night on. I'm boarding my flight. I'm giving her the down low about something that happened, and she's giving me, it's just great. It's a fun Sunday catch up.
I get upset when I don't get the phone call. Yeah. You're like running somewhere.
I know.
But I so look forward to our little gossip session post game. Like you said, it's always
a recap.
The day off, and I am just ready for all the things. It's the best.
And then our Monday morning phone call is great because we're both exhausted. She got up the day before at 4 a.m. I had been in 2 places, got home tired. There's some bee in my bonnet already by 7 a.m. And I'm always like, hey, let me know when you're up. Like, listen to this shit.
It's actually verbatim that, and it's fantastic. Anonymous, how is it working with your best friend? How do you handle disagreements at work?
Well, we really work with each other though.
Sadly, I wish but like week 2,
dangerous if we did.
Excited because we normally only get NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, and then this year is a little bit different because week 2 will be together.
That'd be fun.
I love it. I wish it happened more. And you and I are really good about communication with like, I know what you like when it comes to prep stuff with work. Yep. You know what I like. I mean, most of the time I'm just like, what are we talking about? So it's like, there's you're a lot more organized than I am. You have to write stuff down. Like you like knowing that kind of thing. And I think that actually that makes it easier for me. Cause I'm like, all right, well, like whatever we want to do, we're very like, wait for this one, yin and yang when it comes to like how we like to prep for things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I love being on TV with you. In fact, like when you have a Rams game and you get to come into studio, I love that.
I know.
Howie Long is always like, I love when you guys are together. And you know what, Howie, we appreciate that. Bill Richards, if you're listening, we would like to be together more.
And we would like a segment for week 2, not to be pushy. Another thing, which is annoying, but you never act like it is. And I appreciate it. I get so excited when Charissa has a sit down or any sort of like game that I feel like I have a nugget from the week before. So I'm always like sending her, hey, just letting you know, I just read this. And she's like, great. I have a researcher.
That's not true. I absolutely love that you do that. That's such a selfless thing. Because again, I've talked about it before. People have asked us like, "Oh, what's it like working?" We don't have the same job, but it's the same industry. We get it. I have zero competitiveness when it comes to. I am your biggest fan. I'm your biggest supporter. I want you to succeed in everything you do, and that's like what a gift that is that we get to like. Whether it's me working at like a game with a team the week before, and I already have some notes that can help you in the next game, I think it's like the best thing in the world. So
Same.
great. Next.
Sorry about my pronunciation here. Nudu chain. I don't know. How do you feel with getting rid of things that are sentimental, but it's time? I'm in a real throw-out mood. I just looked at my Gator pom-poms that I used during college. I'm like, I got to throw those out. Because
No,
the
don't
Gator
throw
sent me a new one, but I got to keep the raggedy ones.
Well, those
Check
are
this out. Hold on. Shout out to the Dazzlers.
I love when she gets those balls.
They watched. Oh my God! This is why they watched the podcast, and
Oh,
I was doing something with my. These are the actual ones I had from Florida. Like they're crinkly, and they saw the podcast with those, and they said, "How about a new pair?"
Come on, that's so sweet. Come on, give us a little something. Still got it. When I did that open, you guys, I can't wait for you to see the new Amazon open.
Oh my gosh.
Cowboy cheerleaders were there. And for whatever reason, schedule wise, because we were not on at the same time for this podcast, we didn't talk about it because I didn't know that they were going to be there. I walked in. The first thing I said was my best friend's going to be so jealous. Yeah. Because these bodies on these ladies are just whatever. The nicest, the kindest. And I had to start learning like a routine. And I looked at my producer. I go, hey, little heads up. I'm not Erin and a Dazzler. Like I can't pick up this 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see you 1, 2,
yes, you can.
In 5 seconds. But they were so nice. They were so fun. And I was like, oh my God, I'd give anything for Erin to be here right now. Because you would probably already know the whole routine. What were we saying?
Getting rid of sentimental things. How do you know when it's time? It's time.
I've gotten rid of a lot of things in my life, a lot of people too. I don't really attach a lot of, I think I get that. This is classic. My mom goes, hey, I got all this shit that you had from high school, like the yearbooks, all that stuff. I'm just going to throw it out. And I'm like, great. She's so like funny because she put it on this bin and she saved it all for me and whatever. And she sent a bunch of it down to my house thinking I would want it. You know where it is? It's taking up space in my garage. I'm not going through those boxes. I'm not doing that. So now when my mom finds old shit of mine, she just like throws it out. And I'm like, good. I don't need to go down memory lane. Like I know what happened. In fact, half the time I forget what happened and it's probably like a defense mechanism.
Sure.
I'm good. Like the only things that I really need to hold on to is like little pieces of jewelry. Like I've talked about my grandma's like wedding rings, like things like that I'm fine with.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I don't need my homecoming dress from 2000. Like we're okay with that lace bridal gown that I was wearing. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but yeah, gotta go. I'm over the clutter.
Yeah, I am too. It's time. I was also looking at your background and how fantastic and perfect it is. The pillows with and I've got a rolling rack from a fitting. I got shit everywhere.
You're very sweet. The ranch, there's probably a cat back there. The pillow isn't perfect. Actually, that's bothering me. Let me fix that.
Yeah. Get to that, would you? It's bothering me. Not at all, dear.
You want to know why? I found you guys.
That chair is so cute.
There was a mouse. There was a mouse in here and I didn't find it. Tony found it and I was like, whoa! Like I'm okay with living at a ranch, like part-time. I'm upset. In fact, I wish I could live here all the time, but keep the rodents on the outside. Right. But the reality is like, there's going to be little areas where like they can come in. Okay, fine. Obviously have the orchid guy try to, mitigate any of that. Tony found a little mouse. So now I'm like this. Now I take the cats from the barn, I bring them in here and I let them roam around because I'm like, hey, go find all the fucking mice that might be in here. So this morning the one, I don't know, I might've left her in here. She's somewhere, but yeah, I'm like, send in the National Guard into the house, otherwise known as the cats. They'll find a fucking mouse real quick.
Oh my God. There's a trick that I've learned from the Canadian I married, an Irish Spring soap bar in corners of the house. It keeps the mice away.
What? No shit. That's an amazing trick. Also, I just looked at our text chain chat. Kurt just wrote, "Coffee is hitting."
I love him so much.
Kurt, you're right. You know what it is also? It's just excitement, kind of like these little flyaways on the top of my head that I really need to get like some. I'll just do this.
What text chain? Am I not on this?
How about as a mom? No, babe, on the chat, in the chat. How about when your mom, do you do this with Mac, where you lick your fingers and then like wipe your kid's face? I'm doing that with flyaways. Anyways, okay. Julie Hogland asks, what are you most excited about related to Travis and Taylor's upcoming wedding? Well, first of all, let's just say it right here. Say it loud and say it proud. Congratulations to Taylor and Travis on the engagement. Trav, nailed it. Taylor, I'm so excited to see that ring. I mean, the picture, it looks perfect. I just love that this is actually happening. Obviously, we've talked about it at length, at nauseum. No one loves love more than us. As far as those two go, they deserve it. I'm so excited that it's finally happened. And yeah, I don't know. She's glowing.
She's a glower. She's loafing. She's glowing. She's doing all the things. Yeah, no, it's exciting. Right. We're so pumped for them. I was listening, this is such a weird transition, but I was listening to sports talk radio yesterday and Andy Reid was on. And of course, the radio hosts or whatever asked him, "Oh, is there an engagement? Blah, 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 blah." And he's like, "I'm not going to say much," but he was like, "I'm so happy for them." He goes, it's so interesting. He goes, "They don't really need each other, but they need each other." And I thought that was so well said by Coach. He's so sweet. But yeah, anyone that's had a chance to be around them or even watch them on that podcast, they are just so perfect for each other. I'm so glad that this is happening and that they found each other, and cutie cutes. Can't wait to give them a big hug, both of them.
And they were at the Nebraska-Cincinnati game last night, taking place at Arrowhead. And even which I always thought, not always thought, I thought it was probably so weird for him to sit up there and watch, right? Yeah. And Patrick was there, obviously, with Brittany, but it's like for them to see from that vantage point, because they're never obviously in their own suite during the game. So happy for them.
Cheers, guys.
And yes, cheers. I was going to say newlyweds. They're not wedded yet. Okay. What else? We got a great big show coming up.
Wow.
I feel like we've been talking about the start of the football season and being like, oh my God, summer's over. We got it. It's officially over.
It's done.
Which I'm so excited about because yes, we both had a fantastic summer. We got to do all the things we wanted to do, a lot of the stuff together, but now it's time to button up the hatches and hit the road, sister. Yeah. My suit and tie. Let's do the goddamn thing. Big show. Join us.
Ooh, ooh. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.